1, go. Hey,
Hey,
dude.
what up, man?
What's up, man? How are
Look
you?
at this. We're wearing the white shirt, the outfit. We're in sync here. It looks good.
Yeah, it's actually a Lulu hand-me-down from you. Remember this shirt? It's white on
Oh
top, yellow
shit.
on the bottom.
Yeah, I remember that.
Nick, dude. Jaying up. You coming on tonight? You calling? Like, we got to know where you've been. Are you playing hooky or are you still, like, sick?
I heard he ain't sick. He went fishing the other day.
Did he? That liar. He lied to
Yeah.
me. Lied to my face. That's
What'd he
fucked up.
say?
He said he's been sick all last week.
He must have been recovered and now he's just busy. Chat, don't forget we're live. Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch,
Tell the
and
people.
Facebook. All over the place. We're live.
Dude,
Nick's
Nick's
at school.
broadcasting this at school.
Let's go, dude. Is he at school?
Yeah, I think he's a teacher.
Is he?
Yeah,
For what?
like HVAC school.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
Speaking of which, I think you guys need some central AC over where you're at.
Yeah. I don't know. We have an 8 sleep, so
I
I don't
guess
know
it
if we
doesn't get
need it.
hot there.
Yeah, it doesn't. Just prepping for the Montana move, dude.
Nice.
Prepping hunter or gatherer. Speaking of Montana, dude. A fucking hunter or gatherer. Why are we doing like an emergency live podcast here on this
Yeah.
fine Tuesday afternoon?
I think my guy here is at a bit of a crisis. We need help making decisions.
Yeah, well, I was more curious to, bring the attention to the audience, to the internet, and try to understand a little bit more about what's the word I'm looking for? Well, the title, trying to understand how people come to fruition and understand who they are as people. Are you a hunter or a gatherer?
It's hard because it's
Yeah, right.
hard
That's
not.
such a loaded
You
question.
feel like there's some angle to it, right? Am I a hunter or a gatherer?
And I think it's different if you ask it in a different context. Like I said to you, are you the quarterback of the team? Or are you, a linebacker?
Both of those questions are like, I mean, I don't know. I'm a dude. I just feel like
Are you a farmer?
there's
Or
the
you
category you want to be, but like, does that mean that's what you are? Like, I want to be the hunter. I want to be the QB. But to your point, what you were saying to the person who asked you this is like, I can do either. I'll do them really well. I'll do my best at whichever one I have to do.
where's your heart take you?
My heart, I'm a
Where's your
hunter. I'm a
fucking heart take
quarterback.
you, bro? You're a quarterback at heart.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fair. Are you okay? I think hunter and gatherer,
Nick
quarterback or
says leader or
linebacker.
follower. And I want to know, like, anyone you ask that
Yeah,
question to, who's picking follower?
you have to have like true reflection. You need to like fucking step back
Yeah.
and actually ask yourself and be honest with yourself. Are you a leader or a follower?
What if you want to be a leader, though?
Yeah, it's not a wannabe. It's am I a leader or my follower? There's no fucking middle. You got to pick
Yeah.
one or the other.
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm a leader, dude. Team Nobo.
Novo. Are you a hunter or a gatherer?
Hunter.
Are you a farmer?
What about you? Let's hear. What are you? Are you a leader or
Are you
follower?
a farmer? Are you a harvester?
I'm a farmer.
Okay.
What else you got?
I want to understand each piece because I think each piece is different.
Am I a pilot? Am I a co-pilot?
Yeah, what are you?
I'm a pilot.
And in all of those situations, do you prefer the role that you believe you play and that you want to play? Like, there's no wrong answer. It's not like every situation, like we said, like there's going to be pieces where you're going to be like, yeah, I'm not the QB, but a quarterback in the NFL will say sometimes it's flat out like, yeah, I'm just saying hike and everybody else has to do this shit. But what's happening is you're orchestrating it. You're telling everybody what to do. Yeah, it's like the same thing. Are you the lead singer Are you the bass guy?
The lead singer.
How do you come to
I
all
mean,
these?
I was in the band that I was in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. How do we, like, as people, how do we determine what you
The
are,
answer to these
and it,
questions, yeah.
and if it's the right way? That's the struggle. That's
So
the hard part.
but the person that was asking you this, I'm assuming they had some kind of angle. There was a right answer.
Mm-hmm. No, there wasn't a right answer. No.
You don't think there was the answer they were waiting for you to say that could be like, all right, well, because you said that, you're
Yeah.
doing this
Oh,
then.
whoa, whoa, yeah, 100%. That's totally true. But
Why don't you tell the chat the struggles? Like, let's be transparent with the chat, dude. What's going on with you?
yeah, I'm trying to right here. I'm trying to determine where I should go with my career. Right, I'm up for promotion. I've been up for promotion for a hair now, some time, and I'm in sales, as you could tell. Matt got rid of our little headers, but they were there at one point.
Well, it only lets you do one at a time.
Oh. Okay. The call in versus that. Yeah, you can go back. But anyway, I'm trying to decide, sales. What part of sales do I enjoy? Because there's different facets to it, and there's different avenues to it, and there's different pieces to it. And when I say sales, first of all, whenever you say sales, do you view that person as like scummy? When you hear the word
Yeah,
sales,
I think everybody. I mean, sorry, I don't want to speak for everybody. I do.
why?
Just think of everyday life. Think of the really bad. Think not you specifically, but think of the really bad people at sales.
Yeah.
And there's the
Like
ones that
who?
you remember. The guy that knocks at your door selling you solar right when you're in the middle of cleaning your
Yeah.
garage. The person that the Boy Scout that's selling you popcorn when you're just trying to go grocery shopping. The random person who has no idea what they're doing that are talking to you on the phone, cold calling you. The
But they don't
recorded
know what they're saying.
the recorded Pennsylvania police program thing that we get.
That happens here too. Just saying.
Yeah, but you know how like we always get that call at that really stern voice. Hello, this is the Pennsylvania Sheriff's Department. We'd like a donation, and then they go into like the sale, but it's all like a recording, like all the bad sales.
Yeah.
Like Yelp, for example. Yelp calls me all the time. They're terrible.
And you think all? I mean, I don't disagree with you. Yeah,
Well,
I
that's my
think
pain, dude. So
sales
much
people,
pain.
and that's where I was going to go with the salespeople. Have a lot of there's a lot of bad ones at like even at really good organizations, and that's where it's like the weeding out happens, and like eventually people stop hitting quota, and it's like, well, because you're bad at what you do. But I think that piece, like exactly what you just said, is most of these people are just fucking trying to sell you something to sell it to you, rather than like, I'm always honest with people. I'm like, yeah, what you just told me, Procore ain't for you, man. Like, this ain't gonna work. Like, you got to qualify. And like somebody told me one of the biggest things about sales is being able to disqualify prospects or like businesses. That's like one of the strongest pieces. You have to be able to disqualify somebody.
Yeah.
That's why, like, if somebody's not disqualifying, like if they called you to sell you a CRM system for your gym that probably doesn't need a CRM system, and they continue to just push, it's probably like, bro, do you know what this business is?
It's kind of like the gym, right? It's like when people hit us up and they're like, yeah, I want to do like CrossFit. I want a personal trainer. It's like, I'm just like, this isn't for you. We don't do that. Like, we don't have personal trainers. We believe in the group class, the
And the
methodology.
shitty part on your end would be if your ass was like, in your mind, all you're hearing is, we need members. I need members. We do personal training. Yeah, man. Yeah, come on in.
Luke,
I'm going to do
dude,
personal training with you.
6:30 p.m.
Yeah. You get your coaches to start doing fucking PT sessions.
But from what I've learned from you, though, is like, I try to dig in a little bit. Like, why does person X, like, because they obviously have some pain. They think they've already come to a solution, but maybe it's not actually the right solution. Like, maybe personal training isn't really what they want. They just think it is, right? And so like I need to like discover. Like, oh, like, what are you looking to get out of personal training? What are you doing now? Like, oh, you could get that X, Y, and Z out of a group class. Like, you'll still get attention. Like,
Yeah, and try to okay. So exactly what we do at work is like, can we identify pain by doing open-ended discovery and getting the person to talk, which then we'll go full circle to how this hunter-gatherer started. But I was just curious if you thought salespeople were scummy.
Yeah, I do. Chat, if you think they are, call in. This number right here.
Yeah.
We want
Give
to
us
hear
your
your
best
thoughts.
pitch.
Drop it in the comment. Actually, like Luke says, you could just join up live too. You don't have to share your camera either. But
Yeah, it's also true.
we want to hear from the chat, like what we think we are out here.
Yeah, whether we're a hunter gatherer, whether we're the quarterback or the lineman, whether we're the farmer, the harvester, whether we're the singer or the bass player. What else did we say? Whether you're the CEO or the what's like who works under the CEO, like behind it, or the assistant to the CEO. But chat. So moral of the story here. So trying to understand where I think I fit and what I've come to discover today. And I think I've known this. Inherently, I love CrossFit and I believe in CrossFit, and I just morphed my life around it. That I just think, and this is how I've always been. Remove CrossFit. Like if you give me said task or even anything, like it could be a product. Like when you first started working where you at Sonos, I was like, Sonos is the shit. And no matter what anybody else around me says, I'm going to displace that. I'm going to make sure they hate their bows by the end of this conversation. So I think I'm just good. I'm both. If you said to me, are you the hunter gatherer? It's like, depends on the situation. Do you need me to hunt? I'll hunt. If you need me to gather, I'll gather. I'm the team player. But I think I also orchestrate a room. Like you should have seen my class tonight. Orchestrate. It was like beautiful.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's back up though. I get that. I get that you could do both, but which one would you do better at naturally? I think is what you have to ask yourself.
I think it depends on the situation.
What do you mean? Zombie apocalypse happens. We're huddled in here. We just got
let's break this down.
Signal that the Earth is clear, ready to go. You can do whatever you want. Like we're like, we need food immediately. What are you doing? Are you going out on a hunt, or are you going to gather shit?
What needs to be done? That because now we're
food.
Like
either one. You could literally either one. Which one
survival,
are you gonna do?
I'm orchestrating the room. What's going to happen is I'm going to fucking put a team on building fortress. We need to barricade this shit down.
All right, what's your role though? What are you doing? We need food, Luke.
I'd probably try to do both. But in the end of the day, that's where I think we're looking at it too literal. It's like, what would you rather be doing is the right way.
That's what I initially thought, but still, yeah. I mean, you got to give me an answer. Here you are. Close your eyes. Put yourself in this situation. We're starving. We need food. We just got the clear. We can go outside.
Okay.
What's your instinct? What do you? The government? They were like, the air is okay. It's safe.
I'm not trusting the government. First of all, that's the first step.
So you're staying inside. You're dying.
No, I'm not dying. I'm going out. If we need food, we're going out and getting food. No ifs, ands, buts, or whatever it is.
All right. So what's your inclination?
What do you mean?
Like, you gonna go hunt something, or are you gonna try to go rob a grocery store that got blown up?
Probably go hunt something, because in that situation, there's gonna be a fuck ton of people at the grocery store ready to kill me.
So you're a gatherer.
Sorry,
you're a hunter. Sorry, I got confused.
If I was gathering, that would be going to the grocery store, right?
Yeah,
Instinctually, I'm going to the harder task at hand, but in turn, it's potentially gonna lead to an easier position, right?
Chat, what do you think Luke is? A hunter or a gatherer?
Or not even that. Do you think I'm the quarterback or the lineman? Do you think I'm the what's the other one?
Farmer?
A farmer? Or do you think I'm a harvester? What do you think? Like,
I don't like this. The person that told you this shit, like, definitely was just trying to sell you, dude. Because that one doesn't even make sense to me.
No, they don't.
Like, all the harvester would be what they steal from the farmer. He grew the crop, and then the harvester comes running in. I'll pick the corn for you. I'm just gonna pocket some.
Yeah, and that's what it is. That's exactly. It makes sense when you're talking sales, because it's like the instances are: do you want to go chase down prospects, or do you want to talk to current customers? One of those two options. Sell to one of those two. So it's the same deal.
Yeah,
if you're
makes
a
sense
farmer, You're the one that's like, I'm assuming, taking the crop. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna
You're
say,
gonna nurture.
yeah, I'm gonna nurture. We're gonna pick the most sought after land. So in sales, I'm gonna go after the best people that I can go after first. Cool. Once I get those people, we're gonna plow the land and we're gonna nurture the land. Then we're gonna
Are
put
you a
the crop seed.
baseliner or a volleyer?
That's a fucking tough call right there. When I played a lot, I had a killer. I was way better on baseline. Coming to the net, yes, I was chopped down. I was a chopper, so it was always poor. But I was quick enough at the front of the net. The fuck?
Sorry, I just had a flashback of your youth, and I remembered. Chad, I'm sure we talked about this, but Luke was the only fucking tennis player I knew that never played a match. He just practiced like how many times did you practice?
Yeah, I just
Once
had
a day?
chunk.
Twice a day?
It depends what time of year. When it was summertime,
Yeah, summer was training camp.
all day. It was 6 to 8 hours a day for 12 weeks. The fall time, it was 2 hours a day, usually. And then during school.
Did I go to your first match or your second one?
You went to like one of my first, dude, and I played this kid, 6'4". It was around Easter. Kid was 6'4". I was like fucking 14 or 15 years old, and I'm already short and probably shorter at the time. Fucking kid just would like throw this ball up for a serve. And I swear, like this kid, I played him in high school later on, had to have had, his serve was so strong. It had to have been 80 to 90 miles an hour. And at that time,
I remember being so pissed at that match. I just kept thinking, what are these coaches doing? Like, why is this kid just starting to play now?
Well, the hardest part for me was just like learning how to understand, survive.
Yeah.
I was learning how to, I was literally in my head, I was trying to think, like, how do I get the ball back? Like, what do I do here? Because like, and at a kid, I'm like pissed. I'm like, this kid's fucking serving hard at me. So I'm going to try to serve hard. And he would just punch back my serve. And then we would just rally back and forth forehands. And in my mind, I was like, he's just fucking killing me on the serve. So I'm just going to try to go for winners. Unforced error, unforced error, unforced error. I think I lost like 6-1, 6-1.
Yeah.
Maybe 6-0, 6-0 was the quickest match ever.
Once you got to high school, you had to play more, but I just remember that.
Yeah, I was young though. I remember that.
So you're more of a baseliner.
Strategic. I was more strategic. I tried to my play was always to chase the player off the court with my forehand with some topspin. Boom, just keep playing the outside.
When you say strategic, that sounds more like the quarterback.
Yeah. I would say if somebody asked me and I struggled to answer this, I was like, in reality, I'm the type of person that's going to do what I want almost. But I think I stray to be the quarterback. And that like depends. I don't know. I fucking don't know. How do you like
an EMP attack happens right now? All of California is down. What's your first move? I don't know what EMP means. Maybe electrical magnetic pulse grenade.
Yeah. EMP, bro. You've never played COD? EMP drops.
Well, EMP was like the thing.
Radios
that
are down.
Electronics.
Yeah, radios are down. My car's fucked.
Yeah, your car's
I'm fucking strapping up and
Take
grabbing some weapons. I only got knives here. Throwing them in the backpack. Getting on the bikes with the dogs, and we're fucking shooting to your house. I'd have to go to Sam's house. It's closer. Get some weaponry. Stock up. Start to organize an elite group. And we'd bunker down at the gym. I would rally. We'd bunker down at the gym. I know you would probably try to take us somewhere stupid. Sam would probably try to take us to the station where we'd get killed.
Taryn says you can't communicate with each other, remember? She says you're not going to walk to our houses.
So I'm just going to sit in the house and bunker down?
Yeah, I don't know where she's going with it. I'm just telling you what she said.
All right, so EMP,
So
boom.
It sounds like, yeah, you're the orchestrator. You want to be the leader. You immediately jump to that every time.
All right, well, the people
He needs more detail. How do you know where to find us? How do you know if Sam's at home?
Well, if he's not, I'm going to go there and take his gun anyway. So we're going to go in.
You know where it is?
Or we're going to break in and find it. Like, there's no way around it.
In. All right, so is that a smart move? You're just going to break in? What if he thinks you're an intruder, doesn't know it's
I'll
you?
leave somebody outside. So I'll be with Kendall. She'll be outside to organize, be like, yo, yo, we broke in, shit happened, dude. Did you lose service? And we need to get out of here. This is too dense of a population. It's not safe. Can't trust the neighbors.
Head for the water is always my thing.
Head for the waters.
Yeah.
I think the mountains were fitter. We will out survive people in the mountains.
Yeah, you
Elevation
can.
fucks people up. The ocean, we're all dead no matter what. A storm, you're fucked. In the mountains, we can bunker down. We can run over the hills faster than people. Trust your fitness, bro. The other question is, what do we do with the injured? Do we leave Trill behind? She's got a busted knee. If she can't keep up, do we leave her?
Good work capacity.
If Sam's coming, do we leave Taryn? She's got a busted leg.
Yeah, now that's. I mean, that's your call. What kind of leader are you trying to?
I would try to
gather. Or are you trying to just hunt down and take?
I'm gonna
out?
try to keep us all alive as long as possible. I'm gonna orchestrate. Yeah. So I'm gonna put the fucking you and Sam in the back for protection. Right? You got to. Sam's got more brains than you in that sense.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, but I would put you in the front because I think you have a more instinctual mindset. He's saying whenever I was with him, he's always looking around to see if shit's about to hit the fan.
You'd need me to keep the group together. Calm,
yeah, you would.
Chill.
You'd have to keep everybody calm. And you would do that probably. You would probably keep me level-headed. I'd be like, we got to do this. You'd be like, we don't have to do that yet. So in that situation, would you feel comfortable with me in that situation? Like you as a person, like this is why I need the group. I need you people to get more involved. Would you feel comfortable with me being the quarterback? Would you feel comfortable with me leading us through the EMP attack? We don't know what's coming.
Does it matter what we think? I feel like you just gravitate to that role anyway.
Oh, it definitely matters.
Different story, but
it definitely matters. Because if you want to be a quarterback, you instinctually are a leader.
Right.
Like that is your role. Like when you feel yourself you're not fit to handle the task at hand anymore, you don't give up. You strategically delegate to get the job done. Like I said to you, a quarterback is like, all right, I can't make a single pass tonight. I'm getting sacked every 3 seconds. This is happening. That's happening. Quarterback has to come up with a plan to get the ball into the end zone. There's no if, and, buts, or ors. If we don't, we lose. Quarterback figures out how to get there, or somebody does. The coach, doesn't matter, but somebody, whoever's leading, figures this out. So are you appointing me to lead? Boom. What would you do?
Yeah, I'd be fine with it.
You wouldn't be good with it though. You'd be fine with it.
I'd be good with it.
So therefore you would prefer me to be the follower rather than the leader.
Prefer you to be the follower? No, I don't think so.
There's the 6 of us, me, you.
Let's say I was
Drill,
like
the
head honcho, the main lead guy. Even if I was the main lead guy, I still would probably move you to your own crew. I'd be like, Luke, take Taryn, Trill, Kendall, and figure out what we're doing for food. And then again, I think you would naturally just become the leader of that group. Now, Taryn would probably fight you tooth and nail the whole time.
Fucking butt heads the whole fucking time. But as a good leader, I would know exactly how to handle the situation. I would probably be like, hey, you're in charge of fire. Go do that. Nothing else until that thing's ripping and we can cook dinner. Whatever you got to do, get it done. And then I would take the other 2 and calm them down probably.
All right. So if you're the quarterback, then what does that mean for your decision here at work?
So as we're going through the work decision, I need to understand what's important to me and what I instinctually want to do on a day-to-day. So I have the options again. We'll just lay it out.
There's a line. You want to be the QB and you are the QB? Or do you not want to be the QB? You want to be the linebacker?
Nah, that's the fucking hard part. So I want to be the QB. I instinctually go there. Like even at the gym, I program the workouts. I don't have to. We could just fucking use cap and it'd be great. But it's like, no. I'm gonna task myself up with this headache program because I enjoy it. But the other piece is like, I don't have to. Like we have programming. We could get it.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know. That's a different personality trait, I think. I don't think you like rules.
So that's an issue because, right, so that I'm presented with 2 different options at work. as of right now. I'm trying to get a third presented, but one is there's going to be a lot more parameters because I am working with a team and I'm not the quarterback. There is going to be somebody else on this team that is telling me what to do, whether or not I want to or not. They're going to guide me or point me in the right direction. The other way, it's going to be a lot more of a grind. I'm going to be like the Giant or the Jets. I'm going to be the worst team in the league by myself trying to create a team. So I'm going to be by myself. And again, there's going to be no team around me. It's just Luke doing every single role.
It's a grassroots effort.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing quarterback. I'm going to be playing linebacker. I'm going to be playing lineman. I'm going to be playing head coach, playing all roles. There's going to be a couple people that come in that can help me in those situations, but it's one of the two other. Work with the Eagles or the Chiefs. We'll give it to the people who know everything. The better. Like, right, they won the Super Bowl. They're the best team right now. I can join that team and be a piece to the puzzle. And as I grow my career, figure out where I fit in differently to become a larger piece or the quarterback, or I can go the other route and spend the next 4 years working my way up to be the quarterback of the top. But again, I'd be like a rookie quarterback freshman year of college and then have to just progressively work my way through to become like a rookie quarterback in the NFL. Once I get my feet wet, eventually they're going to be like, hey, we're going to sign your rookie contract is over. We're going to move you up. Now you get a running back or a backup quarterback. So it's going to be quarterback AE with an SDR. Does that make sense?
Yeah. AE means account executive, SDR, sales development representative.
Yeah. So I got a lot of options, a lot of routes, got a lot to figure out about myself. And this is where we're stuck, hunter or gatherer.
We already decided hunter.
So if I'm the hunter, I should just be going the route where I got to fucking start at the bottom.
Jose?
I got to start at the bottom and work my way up.
Yeah. Which you're already doing.
Yeah, but I can go the inside sales rep or I can go the other route.
You're starting at the bottom, but you have more freedom. Which you thrive in.
Yes and no. It's going to be a whole hell of a lot different grind.
Yeah.
Those vacations. What are the rules? Still got to hit quota. Still got to play by the rules of the business.
But it sounds like there's no one else telling you how to do it.
It's how I want it. I have the autonomy to run my deals. Versus like the other option is going to be like, hey, this is a $1 billion account. Things got to be done this way just because that's how I want you to do it. Not if it's the right way. Say this guy's telling you this is how it's done. That's how it's going to be done.
Chat, what do you guys think? Jose, what do you think?
Yeah, do you guys think I'm look at that, fucking tight. Gotta adjust it. Giving me a headache. I'm just thinking. Let's flip it to you. EMP strikes. Because this helps me learn. This helps me learn more when I talk to other people about their situations or the scenarios. EMP hits, run me through your scenario. What's going to happen? What are you doing?
EMP hits. I'm first checking my immediate surroundings, my immediate people. It's a Trill, Coda, making sure everyone's good. I'm going through my back stock, seeing what I have. I'm starting to formulate a plan. Next, I'm going to family. I'm heading to your house, checking in on you. We're going to bike there. Bicycles.
You don't trust your truck?
I mean, it's got electronics in it. It's fried. Won't turn on.
But it's powered by gas. I think it would turn on.
Nah, the electronics in it's a little bit newer, dude. It's 2010.
It requires what electronic?
It has a computer chip in it
that turns it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dead.
It's fucked. So I'm biking to your house. I'm securing. I'm seeing. I'm gathering. I'm also, trying to observe where everyone's at. Starting to put together some scud missions.
Okay.
Create a home base, and then we're starting to do some recruiting. So then we're going to start sending out squads. So I might send you to Sam and T's. I might send another team out to Jose and Sandra's. Make sure everyone's good. Try to bring.
What do you check it? Why you? Okay, so you're the hero. So you're the hero
I'm the
checking on
builder.
everyone.
We're building. We're rebuilding community already immediately.
Okay, so
We
you're
work better as a big unit than just, a single person.
okay. So you're in that
Bash
instance.
Abbage joined.
So
Jose gives you the muscle sign.
so are you the quarterback or are you the lineman? Are you the farmer or are you the gatherer? Because what you just said is like,
All
I
right,
don't
but is
know.
this just a problem that anyone's going to run into when you ask it this way? If I say EMP strike, and everyone's just going to think about what they're going to do, and I think, like, who's going to be like, all right, I'm going to sit home and I'm going to wait till Luke comes over and tells me what to do?
Nobody.
Yeah, right. Like,
No,
it's
no,
kind
no, no.
of.
Don't
You think
bullshit.
someone's going to say that?
Think about it this way: in the gym, how many people in your classes, in all your classes, sit down and say to you, "This red mark on my head's throwing me off." How many people sit down and look at you and go with the idea of, "I'm doing this. Fuck you, coach," versus how many people come to you and say, "Hey, what am I going to do today? What do you think about this?" Does that
Yeah,
happen to you often or not?
it's like half.
Yeah, so half those people are going to sit down and panic and be like, we got to get the news. We need the news. I need something. I need to be told what to do." And then it's going to be like one of those fucking cartoons, like the fucking Simpsons, where like a hologram comes up in the sky and it's going to be Biden. And he's going to tell us what to do. And that's what people are waiting for.
Chat, drop the line. What are you? Are you the hunter or the gatherer? I don't even think chat wants to fess up to who they are.
Yeah, probably not. I might just send this link to some people to fucking get them chat, and I need some bodies in here. Let me send this link to somebody. Where do we get the link?
It's on the YouTube chat.
Yeah, it's too much of a headache for
You
me.
could copy it from your browser.
Yeah, I could do that, but they won't answer anyway if I send it to them. That's just where I am, trying to understand whether or not hunter or gather. And I think so where I want to take this or try to understand better is what practices would you, or advice based off of your experiences in life, what would you suggest people do to understand this better about themselves?
I think put yourself in the scenarios.
Okay. So put
It would
yourself in hunter
define the
mode.
two roles. Yeah, but no, like yeah, kind of. I mean, you'd have to think like what's something realistic that like maybe you're a vegan, right? Like you're not gonna go hunting, but like what would be something that you could relate to?
Well, yeah. When I say hunt and gather or like farm and harvest is like in your life when you're doing
Like QB linebacker, like let's look at your life. Like you're already a coach. You're already directing, orchestrating people.
I do
So
it
I
at
think
my
that kind of
job now.
speaks to that too. Yeah.
I quarterback my team. I try to quarterback the team above me, or I try to get involved as much as possible. So, but again, so in a career position or a position like that, I would much rather say I prefer management and orchestrating a team versus me go out and hunt new prospects. Like if we're going to relate it to like me making a decision on my life job wise, that's the hard part.
I think you do it, but above all, you need a task.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think you're the creative visionary type.
Yeah.
Like if it's like, yo, we got nothing going on Saturday, you're not the guy that's pulling together the plan.
Yeah. Agreed. But if you said,
Now, if it's
hey,
like we're going on a hike and we're lost, we need to find our way back home, you're jumping up.
yeah, how would you say my navigational skills are?
Don't
You dare. What do you mean?
I think you get confused sometimes.
Because California's, first of all, junk. You got one route. You take the 101 and that's it. I just mean in general, if we're navigating somewhere, we get dropped down somewhere. When we were in Vietnam, bro, I navigated.
I'm pretty sure the last time we went to Sam and Terrence, you got
no
turned
fucking
around.
way.
I was following you.
Don't even. I had fucking Kendall telling me what to do the whole time. As we're driving, she's like, turn left. I was like, nah, it's not right. We're going down a dead end. We turn left because if I didn't, an issue. Sam told me that you just never disagree. I mean, you weren't, you tried to help me, coach. That's where when you say you're the QB, because if you were the true QB, you'd be involved and ingrained so much in this, trying to help guide me.
Yeah, and I told you 18 times.
One
You're the
question,
hunter, you're the quarterback. I don't know why you're holding on to the gatherer and the harvester.
because there's pieces of me. I look for advice from people. Do you agree? I look for somebody to help guide me in the direction of other people's advice. Not that I take it, but I like to listen to ideas. Would you say
I think you like resistance?
What's that mean? You think I want people to
Like
tell me to do something?
we should send the link to Eric, get him on here so he can tell you exactly what to do, because I guarantee you'll 100% do the opposite.
That's too funny, because as these people I'm talking to, all these people that are like, we'll do the corporate term, throwing time on my calendar, and they're like, oh man, I just got to chat with you about X, Y, and Z. I'm like, oh, here we go. And they tell me to do something, and I'm like, that's so nice of you. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm doing the opposite, just because fuck you. More for the fact because they're trying to tell me being successful in the X, Y, and Z route isn't possible unless you go this way. And it's like, nah, I'm gonna prove you wrong. That's my mindset. Is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna prove you wrong and like do it well. That's my
Sandra
mindset.
B joining live from the jacuzzi.
Live from the jacuzzi. Nice.
Did you tell the class your issues, or did
no? I think I forgot. I would have loved to ask Rob that question. Every time I ask him good questions like that, he always gets really sentimental with me. And Rob has some heart to hearts. Yeah, I should have asked him. Shit. Yeah, I mean, I even think about it like in the gym, like when I'm working out. The hunter does hard shit. We'll call it, like they have to do the grunt work. Where the gatherer is like, oh, the hunter forgot these berries and they forgot this and they forgot that. And they go through and do that. Right?
Sanders, you can ask now. He's listening.
Rob, would you say I am a hunter or a gatherer? Rob, I'm running into the issue of a lot of at work promotions and so on. And there's a lot of biased opinions coming at me of trying to get me to go on different teams. It's the first time I ever can say this. I'm the hot commodity at work. Getting hit up by directors and people that are like, I've heard so many great things about you. And then they try to sell me on their team. And I'm like, yeah. But that was a question I was presented with today from several people. Are you the hunter or the gatherer? Are you the farmer or the harvester? And are you the quarterback or the linebacker? This guy thinks everything's too funny.
These questions, I just think they wanted you to say something that would sell you the role.
Yeah, I mean, they got me stewing over here all day after I got off that call. I was doing wall walks today, and every time I went to go kiss the wall with the wall walk, I was just like, fuck, am I a hunter or a gatherer?
I think you're the hunter. I think Rob would agree.
Yeah, he's probably going to say I'm the hunter or the quarterback. I orchestrate the class.
There's 9 people in chat. I mean, no one really feels like helping you out, dude.
We got 9 viewers right now. Are you sure?
Rob said he can't answer that.
Rob won't answer. Wow. Rob will talk about it tomorrow. See you at class. He's probably got he's got to think about it. Yeah, I don't know. Hypothetically speaking, in some of those situations, I want to.
Babbage says you got ideas like Hunter, but you want to gather all the info before you hunt to ensure you know what you want to do.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now. That's basically it. I'm basically doing that. He says a consultant you'll have to pay. I'll have to pay Rob. Rob, I'll see you at class tomorrow.
I think you're envisioning the gatherer, though, is a little skewed. Like, the gatherer doesn't just pick up the hunter's scraps. I think that's its own role with its own challenges. You got to know what you're looking for, what you're gathering, what not to eat, what you can eat.
Yeah. I guess. I just even hypothetical. I'm trying to think of things that we do in life. Like my
Like where
family.
certain mushrooms that you can eat grow. Like there's a lot to be in a gatherer.
But so like what we do, like let's define what like a hunter is. And then what's ChatGPT say? Like how does ChatGPT define hunter versus gatherer?
So,
We need to get like a Nobo AI set up on here so we can ask them, like that's our tech guy.
yeah, be sick.
Like what if you
I think the
asked
hunter would be more. I mean, I don't know. I think they're kind of similar. Like if you really want to dig deep into it, and like, which probably wasn't what they were expecting, but like a hunter and a gatherer, they both have kind of similar prep work, like tracking. Right, a hunter needs to know how to track its prey. Gatherers need to know where their things that they're trying to gather are located and how to find them.
all right, so when I asked ChatGPT, I said, what is the difference between a hunter and gatherer in sales? ChatGPT says, in sales terminology, hunters and gatherers, sometimes also referred to as farmers, represents two distinct types of salespeople with different roles and approaches. Here's a breakdown.
Wow,
ChatGPT is too awesome.
right
Roles and
from the
approach. The
sales
hunter,
playbook.
new business development, cold calling and networking, high energy and persistence, and goals. So we're going to break that down on a different level.
Do you feel like you got played now?
What do you mean?
Like this is actual just like sales bullshit?
What do you mean?
Like there's actually like defined roles already planned out for you?
Yeah, 100%. That's a thing.
So why not just ask you bluntly? Like, hey, do you like cold calling, doing this, that, and the other thing?
Well, here's the gather: account management, customer retention, building relationships, and goals. What would I be better at? Both. I think I'd be good at both. It's more of like, tell me what to do and I'll just fucking kill it. That's in my mind. I don't know if I would actually do that, but
Yeah, I don't think you should answer that question because you don't have experience with the other one.
I do. I have experience with both.
Yeah, but I feel like you're more experienced with the hunter based on what
Yeah.
ChatGPT says.
Yeah. I'm more experienced on that because I haven't really worked too many of our existing customers, but like
Yeah.
I'm like just touching the idea of it right now. But if we were to ask ChatGPT what the difference between like hunter and gatherer in life is, what does that tell us? Maybe, yeah. Can you do that one for me?
Yeah, I just can't believe
What can't you believe?
that they just got thrown some sales bullshit.
Nah, it's the same exact thing. They have one for life too. It's fucking bullshit. In a broader life concept of hunters and gatherers. Did you get that one?
I got hunters primarily rely on hunting animals for food. They typically use tools like spears, bows, and arrows. They're more nomadic. They follow animal herds. They migrate with the
All right, I got
seasons.
you a better one because I don't know what you're reading. You're reading about like legit cavemen. Would you say, all right, here's the hunters in life: proactive and goal oriented, risk takers, innovative and strategic, and independent. Now we're talking a little bit more, turkey right there.
Yeah, but what to say about gatherers? Someone gonna call
Yeah.
bullshit on this
Yeah,
thing.
there's nurturing and supportive, risk adverse, detail oriented and consistent, and collaborative. Not that's you. That's you right there, dude. The OCD. Detail oriented and consistent.
That the word nurturing though, just like I feel like could be applied to both.
How so?
Like how are you when you're gathering? What are you
Yeah,
nurturing?
yeah, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. Because like, right, if
Or
we're
when you're
gonna,
hunting, like I could say like you've gotta
so here's what it says. It
nurture
says
the
nurturing
tracking.
and supportive. Gatherers are typically more nurturing and supportive, focusing on cultivating and maintaining relationships and resources over time. Do you save a lot more money than you spend?
No, not nowadays. I just dropped a lot on a fish tank.
But this fucking guy. In reality, more, what do you do? Like in your life as a whole, the average.
Yeah,
You've
probably
you've
save.
you've returned more risk adverse. They tend to be more risk adverse, preferring stability and predictability over uncertainty. I think that hits home for both of us. Detail oriented,
I mean,
consistent
the way
gathers.
this thing's describing it, it sounds like a hunter is just a user.
Well, let's fucking
Hey,
rewrite this.
Luke, man, like, dude, I love what you're doing, man. Like, cool, nice. You taught me sales. All right, peace, Luke. See ya. Done with you.
Proactive and goal oriented for a hunter. Hunters are typically proactive and highly goal oriented. They are driven by pursuit of a specific objectives, whether in their careers, personal lives, hobbies.
Yeah. So once they make the kill, they're done with you.
They're done with you. Risk takers. They are often more willing to take risks and achieve goals that can involve stepping out of their comfort zone, trying new things. I'm like,
You
is
are
there
a
a
hunter, though.
hybrid?
Maybe no. There's no.
What's the
hybrid.
hybrid between these fucking roles? What's the hybrid? Let's see what ChatGPT
I
says.
think if you want a hybrid, then that means you're a gatherer.
There's the hybrid. Hybrids in life.
There's no hybrid.
They're usually they're adaptable. I'm starting a new fucking. I'm a hybrid.
Everyone's gonna want to be a hybrid then.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean everybody can be. I'm a fucking hybrid. Yeah, I knew I can come to you guys for advice.
Trying to think of a good example of someone who's like a obvious user. Because I feel like I know a few people who like definitely like hit you up for some things, and then
Well,
you
it's
just never
like
hear from them again.
it's the giver and the takers. That's another
Yeah.
thing. Are you a giver or are you a taker? What are you?
I'm a giver.
Giver versus taker. The giver and the taker. The giver, ChatGPT says, generosity, empathy, supportive, long-term focus. The taker, self-focused, competitive, strategic, assertive.
You're the fucking taker.
Are you fucking out of your mind?
Competitive.
Yeah, your middle name is competitive.
No way, dude. I
Oh
let
my
Sam beat me
God.
on today's WAD. We were laying on the floor, and I was like, I could probably do another rep, but I'm just gonna let him go.
Did you?
Yeah.
He's gonna be so happy you did that, dude. That probably made his day.
He's probably formulating his comment right now.
Yeah, I don't even think he's watching. He's probably working. Interesting. Quick gains. The advantage of being a taker, you get quick gains. Who do we know that's a taker in our friendship? Rico?
I'm trying to think. I feel like I know someone who's definitely like an obvious taker, but I can't remember who it is.
Out of your friends?
Oh, I know who it is.
Who?
A friend we used to hang with in SB. You'd know. Just let it marinate.
A full-on taker. I know exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they would align 100% with all of this. Quick gains. Yeah. They have negotiation skills. Is that one of their things as a taker?
Yeah.
Impact on personal lives. Wow. Okay. Tit for tat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fucking interesting. The world's a fucked up place. How do humans, like, how do we even, are humans going to at some point evolve, like evolution, the way it works? Like, doesn't it, it just doesn't make sense. Evolution works for survival. So at some point, humans should evolve.
We've talked about this before. I think that we're gonna break evolution.
We had to have already.
No, I think we're gonna evolve in a different way than nature. I think we're gonna create a machine version of ourselves.
We already, yeah, well, we did talk about that actually on one of the ones.
Yeah,
That's like
it's
Tesla's
happening
already,
now.
Tesla already
We've got
has
the
those
brain.
robots.
We've got ChatGPT. That's the brain part. There's these robots. Soon they're gonna mesh together.
And then we're going to have a bunch of Jarvises all over.
Yeah, and then like humans will just end up killing each other with like nuclear. Remy 003 evolve with AI.
Hell, what up, Remy? Drop us, some more info on that. But I agree, yeah. Would you be down if we had a bunch of if you had a personal Jarvis?
Yeah.
You would be like down to
I mean, I already use Alexa, Siri, the voice assistants.
but like they're nothing compared to like if anybody out there's familiar with Iron Man and all that shit.
This ties into the hunter gatherer. Let's say you got a robot. Like, what are you doing? Are you just using it for what it's meant for? Like, you're making it do shit? Or are you trying to make a relationship with it? Not sexual. I just mean like it's you're trying to be its friend. You're like, yo, man, why don't I got the dishes today?
Wait, do you think people are having sex with AI?
I'm sure.
Fucking crazy. What was your question?
So I gave you a robot.
Yeah. Am I
It's
gonna
basically works and functions like you. It can do anything you want. Are you going to build a relationship with this thing? Are you the type that's just going to use it? Like, are you the taker? Are you going to be like, yo, clean the dishes, vacuum the house, clean my fish tank? I'm going to bed, peace. Or are you going to be sitting there one day and you're going to be like, dude, what's going through your head? Do you have thoughts like me?
I'm probably gonna want to do it myself.
So it'll just be turned off in the closet.
I wouldn't be turned off in the closet, but like think about my fish tank. You automate the shit out of it so you don't have to do a single thing. I just don't trust it still. I'd rather do it. Like I trust it to an extent.
Yeah, okay.
I trust it to an extent, but I'm like, is the ATO gonna work? Is the dosing gonna work? Is the auto feeder gonna go off? Is it gonna actually do what it's supposed to do? pH, right? You're just like you love technology. Like Rob says, you just 3D print shit and fucking play at home all day with your computers.
Take the technology out aspect of it though. Like I gave you this machine. Like what are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna try to use it to the best of my abilities to make
Are you
my
gonna
life
talk
better.
to it about this stuff? Like what you should do with your job?
Yeah, probably. I should ask ChatGPT. Just write a
Maybe
synopsis.
you're more of a taker.
Why is that?
Like I think you'll just take from this robot. You'll just take its advice, make it do stuff, but you'll never be like, yo, how you feeling today?
Well, the point of the robot is if we use AI right, like we're using ChatGPT, it's constantly learning.
Yeah, it's a human.
Yeah, it's not a human. It's learning. It's evolving at
You're
a fast.
taker, dude.
It's evolving at a faster rate than us.
I think you're a taker.
You think I'm a taker?
Yeah, I think this.
I mean, you think I take from people. You think I'm self-focused. Takers primarily motivate on their own interests and goals. They seek to maximize their own gains, often at the expense of others.
Yeah, well, if you had this robot, I didn't hear you say anything you'd give it.
Well, what do I need to give to the robot?
See?
I wouldn't even want the robot because the robot is just like getting in the way of my life. Competitive. They tend to be more competitive than collaborative, seeing interactions as zero-sum games where one person's gains is another's loss.
I think you just said that.
Strategic. Takers are strategic in their relationships, often networking with others primarily for their own benefit.
I think you just said that with the robot.
This guy.
We got him, chat.
Assertive. They are often assertive and confident in pushing their goals and ideas and asking for what they want. I think that sounds like what you're doing right now. So maybe you're the taker, dude.
I'm definitely a giver. This solidified it. It's all right.
I saw you.
There's no wrong answer to this.
I saw you throw a member on the floor earlier at the gym.
They went. I wasn't ready.
Because you're a taker. Everything needs to be perfect for you.
We didn't even do it 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, they just kicked up and you weren't ready. You panicked. Full send panic.
I have to live with that on my conscience. As a giver, that's gonna bother me.
That's all right. Yeah, as a giver, it's gonna bother you. Remember Yanchek Credit Union?
Yeah, I gave out money.
Yeah, with the highest interest rates in the community. He was charging a 12% interest rate on $12. The guy was making money left and right, but the federal government had a 0% interest rate at the time. And
Maybe you're a hybrid.
Why do you say that? Now you're panicking.
You give a little, you take a little.
I think that's the funny part. Like you said, everybody's a hybrid.
Yeah, like, well, if you give them that option.
Yeah, well, not even give. It's like, all right, everybody's a hybrid because survival, you have to take to survive. Like if you don't take care of yourself or get what you need, any of those things, you're going to die. Like
Jose
just
CT, are you a giver or a taker? Sandra B, giver or a taker? Let's hear it, chat. Bash Abbage, are you a giver or a taker?
Are these people all active on Instagram?
I don't know. We got 6 people on the tubes.
Pisses me off that I can't see who the hell's watching.
Yeah.
But
Any better tracking?
I think there's a lot to figure out in life. But what I'd like everybody to take away from this episode is try to learn yourself a little bit. Reading this book. Let me show it to you.
You're not listening. What you're missing and why. A book
And why
for
it matters.
takers.
This book is going to teach how to listen, and that's it's an art of what most people are missing. Most people don't listen anymore. They don't take the, and I would give you high value props here. You're one of the best listeners I know. You'll sit down, you'll listen to a whole thought before anything is ever said. And then there's a handful of people that in the middle of you speaking will cut you off to tell you no, or to cut you off because your idea is just not good enough. They don't listen. I could be explaining something to somebody and boom, they jump in and start saying shit.
Sandra Mejia just joined. Are you a giver or a taker? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Some people are really bad, which is like, is that a personality disorder? You know, the person that always is like finishing your sentences.
No, it's the art of not listening. You don't know how to listen. Like the intro of this book is there's like things in here. It's like, maybe you should talk to people. I don't know if this is legal for me to read this, right? It's not my ideas. It's not my ideas.
You can read it.
Giving the author credit. The lost art.
Sandra Mejia says she's a giver and that you should give this book to the whole 5:30 p.m. class.
I should. Yeah, I'm doing the fucking 5:30 p.m. book club. Every week we're reading a chapter. Matt, get me the book.
You should read a paragraph every class.
Yeah, if I was a good reader, I would. I'm fucking so slow at reading.
Well, you should make people in the class do it. Like tomorrow, Sandra Mejia, you're reading this paragraph like they used to do in school.
Chapter 6. Oh, dude.
Dude.
I hated that. I used to get I would be so upset.
Same.
Popcorn reading, like it made me so sick. I hated English class.
Dude, the shit, like the English class we had, I was friends with whoever was before me, and I would always be like, dude, do we have to read today? And they'd be like, yeah, he's going from like this side of the room to the other. So I'd go all the way to like the side he wasn't going from just to avoid it.
Yeah, I hated that. Dude, we had to do it in SAT prep. Oh, it made me sick. I hated it. I still do. It makes me anxious right now. More because of confidence, I think. Like now,
SAT prep with my guy.
Yeah, he passed away. Rip.
I know, it's feel bad, but still hated him.
Listening to opposing views is chapter 7. Why it feels like being chased by a bear. Imagine if like we just sat on here and we read this shit to you guys. Chapter 6, talking like a tortoise, thinking like a hare. I think though that's part of also where we're from, East Coast. Speed talkers. Versus like other cultures are much slower and chill, and so I don't know if I can, solve those problems.
At one point, we were gonna read the L1.
Yeah, we were. We were gonna do this. We were gonna just read it, right?
Yeah, break it down, of course, after each segment.
Yeah, and talk about it. We should still do that. We should bring that back
to the Sunday segment.
Yeah, Sunday segment. We'll read chapters, read pages of the L1, and then just fucking talk about it and get people pissed off. Like Sam would probably lose his shit on all of it. He gets upset about that stuff. But yeah, I'll read that book. I'll share some info with you guys, spread some knowledge.
Keep everyone posted what you decide, dude.
Well, I thought that, I got to decide, but I got to navigate and I got to understand.
I don't think you do. I think you already know what you need to do.
What do I need to do?
It's just a commitment issue.
Because I'm afraid of missing out on others. So the fear of missing out, FOMO.
Yeah.
Or like the fear of like me making the wrong decision. And I think a hunter, that's what I'm going to say to these bitches. I'm going to tell them a true hunter isn't afraid of taking risks. And I'm going to fucking go with my gut told me in the first place. And if I want to be on your team in the future, I'll fucking get there. And I'll just I'll end the meeting like that. What would you do if you were my manager?
Like, damn, this guy's a fucking killer.
Yeah, I can't be unsure. That's the thing. I got to work on being unsure. I'm going to start just being as sure as possible.
You should be. Yeah, I think that's what Sam is trying to tell you when when he's calls you an overthinker. You're just never sure.
But that's the shitty part. I am sure. Like I know, like a lot of stuff in the gym, like very confident as I'm coaching it. But then there's such like somebody like a Sam throws me off, makes me feel like, wait, is this right? He's gonna fucking call me out for my bluff, even though it's like there is no bluff. Or like you.
He gives you imposter syndrome.
Yeah, he does. No, he doesn't actually. Like I don't want to even say I get imposter syndrome. It's more of just like
you used to get it every day.
Oh yeah, so bad at my job. I hated it. That's one of the fears though, like moving forward, continuing to do it. I don't know if I'd want to do the other stuff. You know? It's a lot to it. Show's just always about me. Let's talk about you next time.
Yeah, all right. It's been. I'd love to get the chat involved more. I mean, like we got people watching, they just don't say anything. It's like a chat full of mutes.
Here's the link. Should we just send this to one of a guest? Should we send the link to Rico?
He's probably in bed, but you could try.
I don't know. Should we send it to Vince is in bed for sure? Who else?
Who's on your board of advisors?
Yeah, I gotta like finish writing my board of advisors. It changes.
Yeah.
It's always changing. I have different board of advisors for different things. Who's on yours? Who's your immediate board of advisors? Who's your top?
Remy says, take it, fake it till you make it. Bam. Do you know this person?
I think it's Erica.
Oh.
Right?
He's cryptic. I don't know.
Maybe.
What was I gonna say? Board of advisors.
Yeah.
I think I'm more like you. I trust people a lot, so my board is pretty big. It depends on like the information at hand that I need advising on. I'm also very independent though, so it's hard for me to ask for opinions.
Yeah, because you'd rather make the decision yourself.
I'd rather, yeah.
I don't think that's true. You guys make me make the coffee decisions. You wanted me to make all the fish tank decisions. No, because then you go around everything I say. I say something and you're like, I did my research. Yeah.
That's where we're alike. We need the person to like tell us what they think we should do because we're going to do the opposite.
I don't even think it's that we're going to do the opposite. Because most of the fish tank stuff, like you'll fucking ask me for my opinion. I'll tell you my opinion. And then you do it, but then you shit on what I tell you to do.
It's all right, man. You just killed a couple fish.
Chat, I can't with this guy. I can't. He just blames everything on me. Like I did something to ruin his life.
I think we get that from our parents, though, now that we're dwelling on it. Who makes the programming decisions?
I do. I fucking make all of them. Should I not?
I don't know.
Coach tries to, and I have to shut him down all the time. He hates programming. Do you hate programming?
I like my inclination is I don't hate it. I respect it. I think it's an art. I think it takes a lot of time, way more time than I'd like to put in. I could see how you could run with it. You could go nuts with it. And like you can make it very scientific or you can make it very artistic. I'm really in the camp though that it doesn't matter, especially for GPPP.
Do you think I go artistic or scientific?
I think you're a little more artistic with it.
In what fashion? Explain that. What do you mean by that? Like what's artistic look like? If you had to paint a picture for the people.
Artistic is like a wad that flows and is creative in the movements and things like that. Scientific, I think, like you've looked at the previous data, you've got this calculation of like what everyone's gonna do for weight wise, so you make that RX, and you've got a certain rep number that you're trying to hit, and you've done the math backwards from there.
Gotcha. So you're more offended when I do like random numbers.
No, I think that just was, yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's more creative, right?
Creative, yeah. Yeah, I guess scientific would be like that when I program WODs and it's like an odd number of reps and the whole gym's throwing a hissy about it. Why am I doing 15 dumbbell snatches?
I mean, I think you could look at scientific maybe as like you're creating the stimulus first and then the workout, and artistic is the workout, and then you
I get what you mean
after that.
Yeah, I get what you mean. You're saying like, in general, is there a lot of science behind what I'm programming? General what CrossFit provides of like stimulus around metabolic pathways and the basic understanding of how like muscle groups work and complementary and what's the opposite word of complementary movements?
Contradicting.
That's not contradicting. There's a word
Interfering.
For it. Yeah, like interference work or something like that, where it's like today was double shoulders. That has a word to it. Whereas complementary would have been today like wall balls mixed with running. There's like way less interference. It's more complementary. Or like Fran is like complementary.
Yeah.
And maybe not Fran, but if it was front squats and pull-ups, different story. Yeah. Way more complementary. Yeah. I forget the word to the other thing. Fuck. It's in the L1 manual. Pull that shit up. But yeah, man. We'll make the next podcast. You and Sam were doing a Friday night throwdown, right?
Yeah.
We'll probably bail, but yeah. I thought we were going like over your like competition and shit.
Yeah. I'll be a guest. You'll be the interviewer. You'll be the leader, the quarterback.
Yeah. Well, you'll be the quarterback?
You'll be the quarterback.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say so I'm just going to be asking you guys a lot of questions about competition, your guys' adventure as a team, how you guys came to being in a team, what was the decision process in picking each other.
Story on that.
Yeah, I want the true story. I feel like my name was probably put in the hat at one point for you, but you didn't want to partner with me because you've been mad at me.
I'm pretty sure Sam wanted you to be his partner first.
I asked him the other day. He said no.
He said,
I think it was Saturday. He said, I originally didn't want either of you.
That is true. I'll back him on that.
Yeah. He just says that because he's got to be the tough guy.
No, he just has to. Him and John have to do comps together. It's the rules.
That's the same thing with fucking Kalipa, fucking Cleefish. I said, "Now you want to be a partner?" No. But if somebody else asked him, I have a feeling he would have been like, maybe. I think I'm a good partner workouter, but it's fine. It's fucking fine.
We did good.
Yeah, we did. We held our own against fucking people on steroids. We held our own.
Second place, baby.
Fucking Sam. He's doing fucking BPC 157s.
We'll keep it short, dude. An hour, we don't gotta rip these long midweek podcasts.
Yeah. All right, chat. Talk to you.